right, man. PageTurner TV, PageTurner Entertainment. I got my boy Michael P from 112. What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
Doing all right, man. So how you feel?
I feel good. I feel blessed. Yeah, really good. We're glad to be here.
You like VA? You like?
I love VA, man. Like VA has always shown us, so much love, man. Like the DMV, like the whole this area, man. Like, big shout out to Richmond, Hampton, and Virginia Beach, and all that good stuff, man. Like nothing but love, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So tell me, what's new for you? What you got new?
Well, aside from touring, we've been touring for the last 3 years, being 112, and that's been awesome, man. And, shows been all packed out and sold out shows, and it just feels like we never left. You know what I mean? So we're very happy and intrigued about the prospect of working with Puff later on later on this year, possibly with the tour. So I'm really hoping about it because it's not even about the money aspect. It's about the fact that music is so it's so weird right now. You know what I mean? It's not like how it was. That's the only way I can really describe it, man. Like it's not how it was when we were at the peak of our craft and the peak of our careers, man. Where music has substance in life. Like I think that's what it's lacking right now. It's the substance. You know what I mean? And so it'll be really good and refreshing to the fans, and in addition to ourselves, to just be out and doing music that feels good to the soul. You know what I mean? Not just doing music for the sake of doing music, but actually music for your soul, man. So I'm really excited about that. Aside from that, myself and my manager, Melinda Santiago, big shout out to her, making this interview possible. We have a radio show that comes on every Thursday on ssnatl.com. Okay. It's called the M Squad Show with Michael and Melinda, so it's M Squad. Okay. And it's a kind of a Tosh.0 kind of SNL kind of thing because it was silly as hell, man. So when one of the things that we like to do, we don't, because I've done interviews for like the last 20 years. I don't like doing interviews. I like having conversations with people. Right. So I know how to bring out, because I've been on that side of the interview, so I know how to bring out questions when we have guests coming up. We had Case, we had Bobby V come in.
Shout out to Bobby V.
Yeah, we've had a slew of people, man, to just come in and we've done interviews and they've done skits with us, man. It's a real funny. It's so funny, man. But I think you'll enjoy it and appreciate it before it's raw, because we talk about it. Because honestly, I don't care if I get sued or not, man. So so I say whatever the hell comes out of my mouth. Man. So so we have a lot of fun with that, and that's been great. I'm also an advocate for the Lupus Foundation. Okay. And the reason being is because my mother was diagnosed with lupus about 11 years ago. Yeah, she's good. She's on the I guess you could say the lesser end of it. Gotcha. So, but it is an autoimmune disease that affects the major organs in your body, the heart, kidneys, etc., etc. And but that's really not a diagnosis that's applicable to you and I. Each one is different, and that's the real mystery behind lupus. So that's what we're trying to see if we can find that Rosetta Stone. Gotcha. And try to find a way to to get it to where we have a generalization of how to diagnose lupus. Gotcha. So that's where we are right now, and ultimately to find a cure. So I've been working with the Lupus Foundation headquarters in DC, as a matter of fact. And such gracious people, man. They're such big-hearted people, and they were really gracious. They opened their arms up to me, and I really appreciate them. So if you have, and this is just my PSA for the day, if you're having any kind of symptoms on the regular, if you're tired all the time, if you feel sick all the time, and you may just feel like, oh, okay, I just had a really bad day at work. No, you may have an onset of lupus, and you may not know it, so go get yourself checked out. Ages 14 to 45, women of color are the ones most susceptible to getting lupus. So, that's pretty much my bracket as far as the platform that 112 thinks to. So, what better else way to get the news out? So, that's kind of some of the things I've been doing.
One question: you work with Biggie. You met Biggie. What was he like? Just quick.
Biggie was the funniest dude on planet Earth, man. Like one of the misnomers is him being a quote unquote gangster. Like Big was one of the funniest dudes on planet Earth, man, and he was also one of the most big-hearted people on planet Earth, man. Like we saw this dude give homeless people $100 bills with no cameras, no entourage, no crowd. You know, this is just us, just knowing who this dude was. Like, give homeless dudes $100 bills, just just because. You know what I mean? Like those were the things that we saw. You know, big-hearted dude, man. He was a genius at what he did. He was a genius. You know, and
so you were in the studio with him and everything.
Listen, man, we have so many stories that I like. If we had
it's
time, but it's like it's so many stories that I have with this dude.
Onto the situation with the radio show and that. I mean,
Okay.
Where do you see yourself 5 years beyond? Where do you see yourself?
Man, I want us. See, because it's a radio show now. It's an internet radio show, but the plan was always for it to go to television.
Gotcha.
Because we're so visual, and the show itself is so visual. You know, like it's so many components going on. Like I said, the Tosh.0 aspect of it, where we pull clips from the web, and then we'll comment on that. Just little funny clips, and then the skits come from the SNL, the whole Saturday Night Live. We do the skits with that, man, and it's really hilarious. We have a great time, man. But we want to have the show as a television show.
Right.
So that is ultimately the goal. And if it has to go through radio first in order to make that happen, then so be it. But it's based on the radio show. It kind of reminds you of a Black Office. You know what I mean? Like I
remember this.
It's the funniest thing on planet Earth, man, because there's a lot of dry humor that we have as well, and it's a lot of situations. It's more intellectual humor. That we have. So it's really funny. Like, once again, check it out every Thursdays at 8 o'clock. SSNATL.com. Right. You can also check us out, M Squad, on YouTube. Okay. You can check out all the old clips that we have, and you can see our 2 skits that we have on it. It's hilarious, man.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out for real. I'm gonna check it out.
It's hilarious, man. It is hilarious, man.
Any artists that are trying to get into the game, what advice can you give them?
Oh man, I wish we had no time. But it's honestly, today's artists do not. I think they don't recognize and appreciate what the artists that came before them did for them, as far as paving a way. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you can see it in their mannerisms, because they walk with this air of this air of accomplishment before they even sold a record. I got a Grammy under my belt, bro, but it came from me working hard at it.
Gotcha.
And we always went back and we asked, whenever we were around New Edition, whenever we were around Joseph, whenever we were around Boyz II Men, whenever we were around any of these other artists, that paved the way for us, we asked questions, bro, like, so what happens when y'all do this, and what happens when, it gets tough, man, and y'all gotta pull together, like, what do y'all do the next one? So we actually did that. A lot of these artists nowadays feel like they had a sense of entitlement, and they come in and they feel as though they've already made it.
Everybody's talking that.
Yeah, man. And it's like it's good for you to be confident in yourself, but confidence comes from you applying something over time, repetition, and then so on a regular that I can perform this and I can knock this out. Right. We're never called upon to do so. Right. A lot of these kids nowadays coming in because somebody done told them that they was hot. Oh, okay, I must be hot. You know what I mean? And then they haven't done any work. 112, we sacrificed so much, man, to get to where we were. As far as the choreography, it wasn't no girlfriends, bro. You know what I mean? It wasn't no family life. It was like you either in the music industry or you're not. You know what I mean? It was no in between. And like a lot of times people used to ask us, man, so what are y'all thoughts about college and all? We like, college? This is my career. That this is what I'm gonna do. What do you mean if I don't make it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the mindset that you gotta have. There is no later on in life I'm gonna go to school. Now of course, if you stop touring and things of this nature, and you pull back from that and you want to say, hey, I want to go focus on school now, and okay, that's fine. Maybe 30s, 40s, or something like that. But once you're in it and you're selling records, there is no school, man. Like, this is the school. The school of hard knocks, bro. You know what I mean? Like, this is where you learn business management. This is where you learn marketing. This is where you learn promotion. This is how you learn how to be, gregarious to people. To be more of a politician and things of this nature. You learn it here. And a lot of times these artists, and I blame record labels for not having A&R. For a lot of people that don't know, A&R is artist and repertoire, and basically what they do is they groom the artist from the beginning. When they were some snot-nosed little kids to the artists that you see that are winning Grammys and so forth and so on, man. So there's not a lot of artist development anymore. You know what I mean? Like, we did 12 hours of choreography a day, and we did that for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Even on Sundays, like, Monday through Sunday, it's choreography, 12 hours a day. Then, like, this was our regimen. We wake up, go to the gym. So we went to the gym from like 10 to 2. From 3 till about 2 in the morning, we were doing choreography, man. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, 3 in the morning, we were doing choreography. You know, because that was just the regiment that we had.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And that's what made the most sense to us. You know, like we didn't understand when kids were talking about, well, man, I want to take a break. And they're like, what do you mean break? We didn't understand
There's
this, man.
no
Like
breaks.
there is no breaks, man. Like I'm
Exactly.
always gonna be Mike 112, like to the day I die.